nothing more beautiful than quality in every facet of our life. We want the best. Declan Rice is one of the best midfielders in Premier League. He's a level raiser. He is a player with peculiar quality that Arsenal currently lack. Now, let's dive into it. The evolution of our squad over the last few years, the vision of Mikel Arteta in terms of team building has been steady but consistent. He started off by trying to build his defense because we all know you win nothing without an incredible defense. The purchase of Benjamin White for £50 million and Aaron Ramsdale for about £30 million was met with a lot of ire amongst the Arsenal fan base. Not just the Arsenal fan base, reputable organization, reputable pundits spoke so negative about this transfer. As hindsight has shown us, Mikel has been proven to be right all along. He's shown an eye for quality footballers, and it's shown that he can build a squad that can win big trophies. Our defense is set. We have a defense that can compete at the highest level. Benjamin White, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Zinchenko. This is a very, very good defense. This is potentially a title winning defense, but as we all know, we are competing against the juggernaut in Manchester City. So we need the best of the best out there, and we also need the best on the bench. Because when you're competing against a team that wins the league with 90 points consistently, you know the bar is raised high. So what do? You need to raise the levels. That is a perfect segue into why Mikel Arteta is chasing Declan Rice. I know some people say, oh, he's overpriced. Yes, most footballers are overpriced these days. But you're looking for a quality in your squad that you don't have. We can't develop a Declan Rice from our team. We can't coach any of our players to do what he does because some of the things he does is because of his physical capacity. Let's get into the actual quality that is driving this transfer. The first thing is Declan Rice is a leader of men. What do I mean by this? We have, when you break down our team into different departments, we have leadership in every single department of our team. Defense, currently, the leader of that defense is William Saliba. He is 21 years old. He is the best centre back in the world in his age group. 21 years old for a centre back is a baby. He's a player that we've been crying out for a very, very long time. You do not understand what you don't have or what you need until you have them. What Mikel has been able to do is to identify what we don't have, or you might think you have quality. But when you see Saliba up close, I had the unique privilege of seeing him up close play in Baltimore, in the United States, in preseason. I said to the person next to me, it's a game changer. And believe it or not, Declan Rice is the kind of level raiser. He is a leader amongst men. He's been leading the West Ham United team for the last 4 years. Even when McNobu was there, he was their leader on the pitch and off the pitch. We have our own captain, Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard is our technical leader. He's the player is a player where everything when it comes to playing goes through. It starts our press, it leads our press, it tells the players where they have to be. But what we are lacking in leadership in that particular midfield is the tactical leader. And what Declan Rice has been able to show so far is he's tactically adept and he can adapt based on game situation, gamesmanship. We can talk about how we dropped at the tail of the end of the season. There are plethora of reasons why, both individually and collectively as a team. But you need to be able to plug those holes to take a leap forward. The same way we took a leap forward last season, we want to take another leap forward towards another 10 extra points this season. So we want to win the Premier League and want to challenge for the Champions League. The second reason why we have to sign this player is we need a statement signing. Liverpool went to the market and get Virgil van Dijk for £75 million and got Alisson for like 60 something million pounds. I know I'll hold my hands up and say they got lucky by getting the money they recouped from Coutinho being overpriced on his move to Barcelona. Come on, who pays £135 million for Coutinho? But that's by the way. Van Dijk and Alisson elevated Liverpool in the sense that now you have a defense that is stingy. And what that does is they are not just stingy, they are also technically proficient on the ball. It raised the level of the overall team. The trust in the team increased. There's a reason why Arsenal pressed really high up, knowing that Saliba and Gabriel are going to mop up. Gabriel practically plays two roles in the Arsenal team. He has to be a centre back and he has to cover acres of space left by Zinchenko because that is how Arteta wants to play. I've all some Arsenal fans say, "Oh, they play Zinchenko, play 10 in some games." Arteta wants to play with Zinchenko because of his ability on the ball, and he wants to defend with the three players at the back: tall, strong, fast. Benjamin White, Gabriel, and Saliba. Their job is to mop up. Their job is to press high up, push, and make sure that the team is higher up the pitch. That is exactly how our coach wants to play. All we need to do is to consolidate and get in better players. Getting Declan Rice in that area of the pitch, oh my goodness. When it comes to interception, reading of the game, reading a pass, it's almost like the skill Elinana has. Those top strikers, their ability to smell goal, they have an affinity for goals. They know where the ball is going to bounce. They just know. That is what a player like Declan Rice has when it comes to interception and reading of the game. When it comes to knowing when to drop back, when to drop to the defense, when to help out, when to tackle. He has one of the best tackle rates in Europe, one of the best interception. He's probably the best interceptor of the ball in Premier League last season. He reads the game in the defensive phase like no other. Getting a player that has the muscle, the engine to go back and forth consistently, defend, attack. He's not particularly box to box, but in the sense of the defensive phase, he's box to box, dominant in the air, 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", tall, good in area balls, winning the balls, good in interception, good in reading of the game. These are qualities that are particularly lacking in our midfield. Thomas Partey, I'll raise my hand and I say he has been, for two-thirds of the season, was practically one of the best midfielders in Europe. His ability to play the ball in between the line is incredible. But the defensive phase is all right. It's not the greatest. But what Declan Rice brings is, I understand when it comes to the strength and the weakness, we can say, Declan Rice, tactically sound, okay on the ball, a good long range passer, but defensively would improve exponentially. What I will bring is the same level that Saliba brought into our team. Is we are defensively better That means we can attack better. I want to keep Thomas Partey. He has his limitation. And the biggest limitation of Thomas Partey, two things. One is the fact that he always gets injured, especially in the most pivotal moments of the season where we need him. We need this player. He is the anchor man. When you go through most winning teams, their anchor man don't play 20 games a season, 25 games a season. It's been 3 years. He's never played 30 Premier League games a season. And some of these games, you can't even finish them. Rodri plays 60 something games this season. We don't want to send doctors to Ghana every time to make sure Thomas Partey is okay. Some people have even speculated that, oh, maybe we need to check his passport. But that's by the way. It's an obvious problem in our squad. It's a big issue. It's a big loophole when it comes to the way we're built this team up. The way we play, it's very, very important that whoever plays the sixth position must be fit. It's not a position that you change constantly. You don't get Barcelona in Busquets days changing Busquets out. Rodri always plays. Casemiro always plays. We need Thomas Partey to always play, but we can't guarantee that. And Granit Xhaka, this is his best season ever. There's no guarantee that he's going to make this season, this same season again. He's at Arsenal for what, 6 years, 7 years? And we've gotten what, 18 months of quality out of him? That's bad. That's poor. I want to keep him in the sense that you want to improve your squad by consolidating on what you have. But if it is his wish to go, we have to let players who want to go to go. If you try to convince them they don't want to stay, go get somebody that can improve in that position. And Declan Rice, I think mostly he's going to play as a 6, but he can also play as an 8. Or also, we can play 2 DMs in some important games, away games against Manchester City and Liverpool that we've been so bad at over the last few years. You can play 2 midfielders, 2 older midfielders to make sure that we don't get overrun in those key areas of the pitch. I can't wait for this transfer to happen. I cannot wait. We need level raisers everywhere in our squad. And this £100 million signing, maybe it's not worth the money, but sometimes you need to overpay for these players because it's a seller's market. Quality players are going for a premium. Mikhailo Modric is not a player who is worth more than £50 million. He went for what? Nearly £100 million. We nearly paid the money for Modric. We don't need Modric as much as we need a Rice. Modric is not better than Bukayo Saka or Gabriel Martinelli. So at a point, we need to dig into our pockets and bring out the dough. And this is one of those players that can mark a generation. Let's go out there, Edu Gaspar, putting our faith in you. Go out there and get us the best. And Mikel, it's going to be a magical season. Thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. Thank you for having me. Goodbye. God bless. Stay safe.